Good evening, Jenny Azulai. I am coming to you from Legal Tech Publishing on the exhibit floor at ILTACON 2024, and I am at the Litera booth. Tell us a little bit about, overall, what's new and exciting at Litera.
Yeah, I think Litera has really been focused on the users and how do we bring more products to users and meet them where they are and really kind of push things forward so that their work becomes, they can be more productive and engage more with their clients. So I've been helping a lot on our Dragon product, which is a deal point database. We extract all of the key data points from deal documents and make them easily accessible for attorneys to figure out what's market and what's relevant in the deals they do. And we recently expanded from M&A into real estate, enabling deal teams of all different types to understand what's going on in these important real estate portfolios, helping them work with their clients and understand how they can advance these deals in the best way possible.
Awesome. And I understand you also have a Kira new release.
Yes, we do, actually. So we're bringing out, as part of the August release, a new feature called Rapid Clause Analysis. And the idea on Rapid Clause Analysis is that Kira being a due diligence platform, basically what happens is the lawyers have to go through, they potentially could have thousands of documents in a due diligence project, and then you could have the same clause, indemnity, change of control, whatever you have, that shows up in hundreds of documents, and their job is essentially to go through, read each of those clauses, and assess, is there a risk here, is there no risk here, should I pass it off to another colleague of mine, maybe more senior, etc. And they have to do this for each and every one of those clauses. And the reality is, in a project of 5,000 documents, let's say, you could have the same clause showing up in hundreds of documents, and they've got to do it over and over again. So what Rapid Clause Analysis does is actually pulls from all the individual documents into one spot. The reviewer can take a look at that clause, assess it, decide if it's actually an issue, not an issue, if it's cool. If they want to pass it on to somebody else, they can tag it or flag it, and do this for all of the hundreds of versions of that clause at the same time. So there's no more a need to go through each of those documents individually. They can do it all at once. And the nice thing as well is we're integrating more GenAI, as we've been talking about. So one of those actions is they actually have to go through during that review, and they have to go and summarize the impact of each of those clauses. If it's the same one hundreds of times, they could now just go and do the summary once and apply it to everything. So it's like a huge time savings, and reduces the risk, actually, of errors and things like that. We see this all the time in terms of reviewer fatigue and things like that.
Wow.
So that's coming out this month. We're super excited about that, and so we're going to do the first release will have exact matching clauses, and then in the fall we're actually going to bring in similar clauses that you can then still do this in bulk review. So it's a huge deal. We're very excited about it.
Awesome. And I understand you have a Litera add-in product you'd like to share.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we are doing in drafting is a large paradigm shift in moving from on-premise products in create, check, clean, and compare, moving those into the SaaS world for the first time at Litera. And so we have spent the time wisely in building out a very user-friendly experience in reimagining the workflows of those products from an attorney perspective, and building out a very easy-to-use SaaS application that works across devices, whether that's a laptop, a iPad, a Mac, etc., a phone. And we've wrapped those key capabilities with generative AI, and so we are incredibly excited about the opportunity that the drafting portfolio, this is a foundational release for Litera, and that we are going to be building products atop this for the foreseeable future, including integrations with our foundation products, Dragon, Kira, etc. So this is a really big deal for Litera and for drafting, and couldn't be more excited about it.
One of the key things that I'll add to the discussion ultimately is that, look, I think there's a lot of people who are very excited about GenAI. They're very excited about what that means. You walk around the floor, there is not one booth that doesn't talk about AI in some way. I think the critical thing that we're doing is making sure that the technology is matching the actual problems that customers have, and that the technology is actually made to solve those types of problems.
GenAI doesn't solve every problem. Not every problem needs it to be fit in, but so it needs to be fit for purpose and thoughtful and brought into it so that it fits into the workflow of the problem that you're actually trying to solve. So at the end of the day, our customers are the most important things and the problems that they need, and that's why we're bringing everything to where they work in those specific ways. And we layer GenAI in where it's appropriate, and it actually improves and advances the process.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much. It was delightful speaking with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.